is up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today, boys, we got a brand new content drop in 2K, as you guys can see on your screen, which means it is Friday, and it also means we got some brand new Snipe filters in today's video for you guys to help you make some easy MT throughout the weekend, all weekend long. So we're gonna hop right into it. Without further ado, I'm excited to just get into the video. Let's jump right into it, man. Let's go. So boys, first things first, taking a look at the cards that actually dropped today. I mean, we got some decent cards here and there. We got this Chris Bosh, we got Terry. You guys know about this card. I'm not even going to talk too much about him. If you played more than 1,000 games of TTO without getting him, now's your chance to get him. We got Bradley Beal, Victor Oladipo, Darius Garland, Dion Waiters, and then of course some rubies, including Bobo, which I think is pretty fire. Definitely a nice little card to add in to this collection. So honestly, this set is not crazy, but again, at the same time, it is not bad at all. And we're not only going to be focusing on the cards in this set, we're kind of going to be focusing on making MT as a whole. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to jump right into the filters. Let's get on to the auction house and get to it. Boys, the two first filters we're going to go over in today's video, both of them are very simple. Both of them are probably filters you use a lot already, but we're going to have to go over them because these two are going to be very good for pretty much the entire weekend long. And the first one is Galaxy Opal 500 MT minimum bio, just the regular Opal filter. Anything that pops up is a snipe. I know Zion's kind of on the cheaper side, and I know this filter is not very consistent. I know what you guys are going to say, oh Logic, this filter is not consistent. I know it is not a consistent filter, but at the end of the day, if you spend enough time on it, you should be able to get something. And again, if you're really looking for those, you know, high-end snipes, this is the best filter to actually use to get those, because if you get yourself, you know, a LeBron or, you know, maybe a Luka, you're going to make a lot of MT off of just one snipe. So definitely a filter that's still worth using. And then of course, we literally just got a Chris Bosh that dropped in the game, which is probably going to be popping up quite a lot. I probably see that card hanging around, you know, 150k, hopefully a little bit more, but I don't know, man. I feel like that card just, you know, isn't really calling a lot of people's names, but at the end of the day, 150k should be, you know, probably the bare minimum that Bosh should go for. So regardless of what pops up on this filter, it should be a snipe. Definitely give it a go. Let me know if you get anything. It is a very inconsistent filter, but it is worth sitting on and at least testing your luck once in a while. So try it out and let me know what you get. Boys, the next filter in today's video is another very basic one. It's going to be based on a card that actually dropped today. It is, of course, based on Terry Dissinger. Now, this card right here is going to be very sought after, so he should be quite expensive. And if you take a look at the market, I mean, there's only two cards that are going to be on this filter if you actually use it. I mean, it is literally Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler and Pink Diamond Terry that are going to be on this filter. So those are the only two cards that are going to be on the filter. And taking a look at how many Terrys are on the market, there's definitely a lot. So I have no idea what his price will settle at, because I mean, it's still early, content just dropped. In 4 hours, his price could be completely different. So all you got to do for this one right here, Pink Diamond iced out for your theme. And this is kind of the target Terry Dissinger, because this is going to be a card that a lot of people want to get on their team, especially after, you know, missing out on him last year, because trust me, bro, it was not easy to get him at all. People played like 3,000 games of TTO and still didn't get him. So what you want to do is just mess around with the maximum buyout, whatever it is at the time you're, you know, watching this video, whether it's like 80k, 90k, whether it's, you know, 180k, all you got to do, keep messing around with the buyout. Try to find, you know, a consistent buyout where the cards are popping up and anything that pops up is a snipe. So for example, if Terry is going for like 180k, I would honestly just go 500 MT minimum buyout. And then of course, if he drops around 70k, move your maximum buyout down. Just play around with it. Definitely adjust accordingly. Check your prices, you know, while you're actually sniping. Make sure you do a little bit of research before you get on the filter. And then once you get on it, you should be good to go. And again, be careful with Jimmy Butler, because Jimmy Butler actually is pretty cheap right now. He's probably like around 110,000. So I would be definitely, you know, trying to stay away from that card at some moments, but at some moments trying to get him. So if he pops up for like 80k or less, I'll probably scoop him up. But if he pops up for 100k, you want to stay away from Jimmy Butler. Just keep an eye on the prices, adjust accordingly, and definitely use this filter if you want to get that brand new Terry Dissinger. So boys, the next filter I got for you guys is actually a position scroll filter. Now the way to do this is pretty simple as well. It's kind of easy to set up, but it's kind of hard to get it right when you actually set it up. So let me show you guys real quick. All you got to do, go Pink Diamond for your color, 100k minimum bid, 500 minimum buyout as always. And then what you want to do is kind of scroll through the positions. Now you can pick any position you want. For example, shooting guard, I'm, you know, automatically scrolling right here. I see a lot of Bradley Beals. This scroll, by the way, is way too long. You do not want to scroll more than like 4 or 5 cards. 5 cards is pretty much topped out. Like, you do not want to go more than 4 cards over to the right. 5 cards is, you know, kind of pushing it. And then if you're scrolling more than that, it's really not worth using the filter at all. But the way you want to use this filter is find a position that works for you. It doesn't matter what it is. It could literally be center. Right now, the scroll for center is perfect. All I'm going to have to scroll is 2 cards to get to that 4-hour mark. So I'm going to show you guys with center. What you want to do is go ahead, take out the buyout, and just check what cards are going for well over 100k. So for the center filter, I would obviously write down D-Rob. Just write down all the cards that are going for over 100k. Marc Gasol, I believe, is actually a snipe as well, and then Shaq obviously isn't. So there's not really a lot of cards that could pop up on this center filter, but it's very easy to set up. All you got to do is just go bam, you know, set it up, write down what cards are snipes, and basically just spam the refresh and keep scrolling over until you see one of the cards that are on your list. If you don't see anything for a while and you want to kind of switch it up, go to a different position, do the same thing though, make sure the scroll isn't too big, and then again check what cards you can see. And again, the scroll changes all throughout the day, so if you don't want to enable anything, all you got to do is just stay patient, flip it around every hour of the day pretty much. I mean, the scroll changes very consistently, so definitely be on the lookout for the scroll and see how, you know, big the scroll is every couple of hours if you want to, you know, kind of switch it up and then get into that filter. So once you find a good scroll, check the prices, write down the expensive ones, get to the filter, and just keep scrolling and refreshing until you see the cards that you obviously wrote down. So boys, we're going to move into 2 budget filters now real quick in this video. For those of you guys that have a very low amount of MT, I'm talking about like 10k or 20k or less, and you want to get to that 100k mark, these 2 filters right here are definitely going to be able to help you out kind of quickly to, you know, kind of move towards that 100k mark. Whether you want to snipe Opals or get on the pink diamond scroll filter, this right here is going to help you come up with the MT that you need to actually get started. So the way you want to set up the first one is simple. Amethyst up to the cheapest. I know it doesn't, you know, seem very flashy to snipe these amethyst cards, but pretty much all of them are going for 1,750, and these usually sell instantly. Let me get that Scotty. Okay, I missed that. But what you want to do to set this up is go to 1.3k for your maximum buy, or just put it 400 under, whatever it is. If it, you know, goes up to 2,000, put it at, you know, 1.6, whatever the case is, man. Work around the prices, just put it 400 under what the cheapest amethyst on the market is. And then what you want to do is just sit back, snipe, and pick up anything that pops up on this filter, and then flip it for 1,750. And I promise you it will sell. Sometimes, you know, the card might take 2 listings to sell, you know, just in case it gets flooded, or maybe, you know, a certain card gets flooded at that price. But you're also going to be able to get amethysts that are kind of rare and sell for way more. There's some amethysts in the game that still go for like 8, 10, 12, 15k. So you're going to be able to make quite a lot of profit if you get lucky enough to get one of those amethysts that's kind of, you know, out of the ordinary. But again, even the ordinary will make you profit. For example, Lillard, boom, 1k, gonna flip him for 1.7, instant profit. This filter is actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. One of the more consistent budget filters in the game, and especially with packs coming out today, there will be a lot of those new players on this filter gonna be popping up all day long, all weekend long. So take advantage, make some easy MT, and let's move in to the second budget filter. Now boys, this second budget filter in today's video, this one is a little bit different, and you might need a little bit more MT, but if you spend enough time on the amethyst filter, I would say around 30 minutes, you should be able to come up with the MT to use this filter right here. And it is the regular diamond filter, and honestly, man, this filter is actually pretty good. Now you're gonna see a lot of Aaron Gordons because this card was, I believe, in the TTO vault, so a lot of people got him and they're listing him up for cheap. All you got to do is either buy him and enable him if you really want to. If you want to get rid of him on the filter, buy him and enable him, or still just go up to whatever the cheapest is. I think the cheapest is, you know, like 2.5k or around 3,000 MT regardless of Aaron Gordon or not. So you guys can pick what you want to do. You can buy him and enable him. Just make sure you don't have any expensive diamonds in your collection that, you know, you're going to enable away and not be able to see on the filter later on. But once you enable him, or if you don't want to enable him, all you got to do is find the cheapest diamond on the market, which is around 3.5k. And as you guys can see, all these are past 7 hours, so I can just sit on this filter right here, and anything that pops up will pop up right between the first 2 Aaron Gordons on the market, because obviously the 4-hour mark is when cards pop up. And all you got to do is kind of just say here, pick up anything that pops up if you're using this specific method. Now if you enable Aaron Gordon, you're gonna have to do a little bit more research on your prices, but if you're doing it this way, anything that pops up pretty much is a sniper. You're going to be able to make profit on almost anything that pops up on the market. So definitely give this regular diamond filter a go. I know it's flooded with Aaron Gordons, but that also means with it being flooded, a lot of people are turning away from this filter. They don't want to use it. So you're going to be one of the only people actually using this filter, and, you know, kind of have less competition on it. So give it a go, give it a try, and, you know, go ahead and snipe some diamonds, flip them for easy profit, and get to that 100k mark and move into those big body filters. Now boys, another filter you can use in today's video is, of course, this one right here, pink diamond, small forward for your position, and then go ahead and put it up to the cheapest on the market. Now there's going to be a few you know, Elgin Baylors, some Paul Pierces. Obviously I think this is actually low-key a snipe, but I'm not going to scoop it up or nothing like that. But one thing you want to pay attention to is, of course, the prices of these cards. You can go ahead and take a look for how much everything is going for. Obviously Paul Pierce is probably a snipe. I'm just going to let somebody else get that. Go ahead, you can make a quick little easy 10k off that. But this filter is actually very, very good because of one reason and one reason only. You are going to be able to see the dentist, aka Terry Dissinger, on this filter, and he just dropped today which means he's going to be popping up a lot. And that card, I'm going to tell you right now, is going to be probably between that 100k to 150k range, if not more. He could be even more, because people, you know, really want that card. Obviously, people weren't able to get it last year. They're going to pay a lot of MT for it. So if you sit on this filter for long enough, not only are you going to see him, you have a chance of seeing a lot of other cards. Even if you don't see a Terry Dissinger, you're still going to be able to see a lot of other cards that are on this filter. We obviously got Jimmy, Kawhi, both KDs. We got Paul George on this filter, Vince, Tatum, Edwards. We got a ton of cards on this filter. Basically, all you got to do, take a look at everybody who goes for over 100k, kind of jot them down, or, you know, kind of make a mental note of how much everybody's price is, and get on the filter, snipe, and just try to get yourself not only a Terry Dissinger, but all these other great cards that could actually pop up on this filter as well. Boys, the last thing I'm going to leave you guys off with before we end off this video is actually something very, very simple. Now, this right here is actually pretty effective. I know it kind of seems a little bit weird to snipe this way, but it is definitely very, very effective, and it lets you see a wider variety of cards on this pink diamond filter. Now, obviously, if you guys don't know, the pink diamond filter kind of got, you know, I guess slowed down by the release of those 2 Evo cards, because those cards are very cheap and they're pretty much flooding the regular pink diamond filter. So what you could do to kind of work around that is actually use divisions to your advantage. So go ahead, start from Atlantic division. I would not actually touch this division because of Larry Bird, but if you have him, you can really enable him if you really wanted to. What you want to do though is scroll through divisions. So scroll through central division. Now obviously you're gonna have to, you know, kind of again take a look at the prices of every card and how much they go for. Now the way you want to set this up is just put your maximum amount at like 45k, or put it at 40k, whatever the case is, and just scroll through the divisions that make sense for you, that don't have, you know, a super large scroll. So for example, you know, Southwest is a good one, Central is a good one, Northwest has Carlos Boozer, so I would stay away from it. Anybody with, you know, those evil cards, just stay away from. And then of course Pacific division, sometimes it actually has a smaller scroll, sometimes it has a larger scroll, and again, you could adjust your price accordingly. If you want to, you know, snipe only on Pacific division and you want to kind of disregard all the other divisions, all you got to do is kind of, you know, put your price a little bit down. There is a lot of cheap cards on this division, but regardless of all that, even if you're scrolling like 10 cards on this filter, not a lot of people are going to be able to see these cards because the pink diamond filter is flooded. So unless they're specifically sniping a card that's going to be popping up on this filter, they're not going to be able to see it. So let's just say, you know, a Curry pops up, most likely you're going to be able to get it even if you're scrolling like 15 cards, because the Curry, first of all, is not popping up for, you know, 100k, so nobody's going to be able to see it on the 100k scroll. And then again, on the other side of things, I mean, you know, nobody is really hard scoping Curry. Now if somebody was hard scoping them, then I guess that's too bad. But again, using the pink diamond division scroll filter is definitely a great way to make some easy MT, so give it a go. You can obviously also use it in a different way. Instead of putting it up to the cheapest, you can kind of go with the 100k, or, you know, 100k 500. I mean, honestly, both ways work. Pick whatever way you want. If you want to target the high cards, the, you know, high tier cards, you can go ahead and do it that way. If you want to go for, you know, kind of the lower tier cards and just get a lot of snipes in quantity instead of quality, go ahead and do it the other way. It's 100% up to you guys. Both ways work. Try them out, use them to your advantage all weekend long, and let me know if you guys get anything crazy enough. Honestly, man, listen, a lot of filters are going to be popping off this weekend. It's a content drop. It's not a super exciting one, but we got some free moments, you know, from 2K. So a lot of people are going to be on the game. A lot of snipes are going to be going up, and there's definitely going to be a lot of people trying to get a lot of different things. Again, I'm going to be sticking to the Galaxy Opal and some pink diamond filters, you know, maybe pink diamond small forward. I think that's the filter I'm going to be sticking with. So go ahead, give these filters a go. Let me know if you made any MT, and let me know if you sniped anything, and I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow. We probably got another snipe challenge tomorrow because, I mean, you guys, you know, seem to like those videos. So TTO snipe challenge tomorrow, video Sunday. I don't know what I'm gonna upload. If you guys have any ideas on any videos, let me know down below in the comment section and we'll make it happen. And yeah, it's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I love you. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'll catch you then. Peace.